In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Endeavour OS Hyprland setup alongside Windows 11 on the same drive as a part of the dual boot. This is an awesome Hyprland setup that you must try, and thanks to the GitHub developer for making this video possible, which allows for the automated installation of the Hyprland setup within a matter of minutes. The only requirements of this video: you need Windows 11 or Windows 10 running on your PC or laptop. Next, you need 8 gigs or higher USB drive to create a bootable disk with Endeavour OS. And lastly, you need to reserve a free space of 50 GB or higher from your existing drive. That being said, it's time to create a free space for Endeavour OS. To do so, open the command prompt and type diskmgmt.msc, which shows all of the connected drives along with their partitions. In my case, you can see that one drive is connected. If you notice, drive 0 has 3 partitions. The first one is the EFR partition, where the Windows bootloader is present. The second one is the main Windows, and the last one is the recovery partition. I'm going to choose the C drive to shrink the free space for Endeavour OS. In your case, it might be D, E, or F, whatever. Just choose the partition and right-click on it. Then choose Shrink Volume and allocate a minimum of 50 GB or more for Endeavour OS. You can type the value in megabytes. In my case, I'm going to allocate 190 GB. Then click on Shrink. This will create unallocated free space. Next, open your web browser and download the Endeavour OS ISO. Once it's downloaded, proceed to download Rufus. Then connect your USB drive to your computer and open Rufus. Select your drive and import Endeavour OS. And leave all the options at their default settings. Then click on Start to create a bootable USB. Now proceed to restart your computer. During the reboot, you will need to access the BIOS settings. Now use the keyboard shortcut relevant to your motherboard. Mostly, it could be F2, F9, or Escape key. The first step in the BIOS is to enable USB boot and set the USB drive as the primary boot device. Additionally, disable Secure Boot, which is very important. Then save the changes and your system will boot into Endeavour OS from the USB drive. If it fails to boot, use the boot menu to load the install media. Now you will see 3 options. If you don't have a dedicated graphics card, choose the first option. If you have the latest NVIDIA graphic card, choose the second option. If neither option works for you, or if the installer falls back to this menu, use the third option. Now go ahead and connect to the internet using the Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi. Once it's done, open Endeavour OS installer. You will be presented with 2 options, online or offline. Just go ahead and choose online. Now go ahead and choose the system language, region, and set the keyboard layout. I'm going to choose English US. The installer will then present this screen. Then choose No Desktop for now. Then click on Next. For now, I'm going to deselect a few packages that is not required. It's time to choose the bootloader. It's always better practice to disable the systemd, which may not work properly. Instead, you can use the grub bootloader. Then click on Next. Under the partition section, make sure the proper drive is selected. Choose Replace Partition and select the free space we have allocated earlier. Then click on Next. Go ahead and create a user account. Click Next and choose Install. Sit back and relax. The installation will take some time depending on the speed of the drive. Once it's done, go ahead and shut down your computer and remove the bootable media. Now, using the grub menu, you can either boot into Windows 11 or Endeavour OS. For now, let's just boot into Endeavour OS and set up Hyprland. Now, after that, you may see the CLI interface. Simply log in with your credentials and you will find yourself inside Endeavour OS. I'm going to run the ping command to check if the internet works and interrupt it with Ctrl+C. Now it's time to set up a pre-configured Hyprland environment using an installer script created by PrasanthRangan. Visit his GitHub page to learn more about the setup. Then inside console, type this command to clone his repository and hyprland.vos. Navigate into the hide scripts and find all the script files. Now use the default install script for a complete Hyprland installation with all configurations. Now go ahead and execute the script. Keep in mind that the install script will detect NVIDIA and install NVIDIA DKMS drivers for your Linux kernel. NVIDIA DRM will be enabled in grub, so ensure your NVIDIA card supports DKMS drivers for Hyprland. After running the script, be patient and respond to the prompts requesting your authentication. Choose the grub theme. Then choose our helper such as Paru. The setup may take some time, so please be patient. And that's it. Now we are within the Hyprland environment. Go ahead and log in with your username and password. Then click on this toggle to apply the wallpaper. The first step is to reboot your system to apply the changes. Hyprland is based on keyboard bindings or shortcuts. Pressing Super plus F opens the Firefox web browser. Then head over to this link and click on Key Bindings to know the usage of Hyprland. By the way, Super is the Windows key on your keyboard. Now, these are the default key bindings that you can use to work with Hyprland. For example, pressing Super plus T opens up the terminal. Let's increase the font size of the Kitty terminal. Type this command to edit the Kitty configuration file and increase the font size by 14 points. Then save the changes by pressing Ctrl plus O and Ctrl plus X to exit. To quit any application or program, you can press either Super plus Q or Alt plus F4. Now let's relaunch the terminal by pressing Super plus T, and you can see the font size has increased. All the Hyprland configuration files are stored inside a home folder named .config. You can edit them according to your liking. For example, to edit or modify the key bindings, you can use this configuration file to make some changes. You can switch between workspaces by pressing Super plus a number between 0 to 9. To access the app launcher, press Super plus A on your keyboard. You can quickly search for any application you want and launch it. Now pressing Shift plus Super plus A allows you to change the layout of the app launcher. You can use left or right arrow keys to go through the layouts and press Enter to select it. Now if I press Super plus A, you can see the new layout of the app launcher. Now mind you that this is the most powerful Hyprland configuration you have ever experienced. The developer offers you the flexibility to modify themes, favbar layout, wallpapers, and much more. You can use these toggle controls to change theme, wallpapers, and favbar layout. Let's update the theme by pressing this button. You can also use a keyboard shortcut, Super plus Shift plus T, to see a list of available themes. Then using the arrow keys, you can change the theme you want. Each theme comes with different wallpapers. You can click on this button to change the wallpaper, or press Shift plus Super plus W brings up this carousel style to choose the wallpaper. To change the waybar style or position, you can press this button or use the keyboard shortcut Super plus Alt plus up or down arrow keys. Now pressing Super plus Backspace brings up this beautiful power menu that allows you to reboot or shut down the computer. And that's about it. This is how you can install Endeavour OS Hyprland alongside Windows 11 on the same drive. Don't forget to explore the GitHub page for further insights into the Hyprland configuration. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KS Kiral. I will see you in the next one.